Hello Cancer, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your bonus reading for the first half of December. General reading, as always guys, it won't resonate with every single person, so please do take from it whatever makes sense for you and release the rest. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, that information is down below in the description box. And of course, I will include the link to all of the decks that you see here today, Cancer. So no particular question in mind. I'm just going to allow the cards to communicate whatever needs to come through here today for your bonus reading and for whoever needs these messages to come through. Okay, so let's get started. These are the 3 decks that we will be using for your focus messages this time around, Cancer. This is by Sister Moon Tarot, energies of your connection, and then we'll grab a message from the Waiting Game by Angelic Revelation 144, and this 3rd deck is my self-created one. It's called the Love and Life Oracle. So let's get started, Cancer. Let's see how this unfolds for you. And as always, cross-watchers and anyone else who's been guided to tune in are absolutely welcome. All right, so let's grab your first message here. All right, guys, I am guided to this one, actually. This one says moving on. Okay, so if you're able to resonate with this message for yourself, maybe at this point in time, you're in the process of moving on from someone or something in your life. Okay, let's take a look and see how everything else picks up off of that energy of moving on. And also, it might be advice from your angels that it's time to take that first step towards moving on away from something that is no longer meant for you. All right, let's grab your second focus message from the Waiting Game. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Cancer for this bonus reading. All right, your second focus message. Let's see. All right, let's grab this one. Breakfast in bed. Okay, so I mean, this can mean so many things, but also if your person fixed you breakfast in bed, or this could certainly be an indication that, you know, somebody's spending the night and that your relationship has gone in that direction. Okay, so we'll see how the rest of this reading plays off of that as well. So since I don't have any particular questions in mind, like I mentioned, we might have maybe 2 or 3 different scenarios that pop up here for the collective. So as always, take whichever one makes sense for you and your life. Okay, so this Love and Life Oracle that I created, it contains 2 messages actually. So one for the love aspect of things and then one from the life perspective, and it basically takes a look at a connection and how things change as time unfolds. Either it gets better or the magic fades, the romance either gets stronger or it goes away. So we'll see. We will see. All right, your 3rd message here. Let's grab this one. Okay, so the love message, I miss you. The life message, come over. So if they're missing you, if you guys used to have moments like this and you're not together, they want to have more moments like that where you guys can wake up in each other's arms, be there to have breakfast in bed. So they want you to come over. Okay, this could be you too, Cancer, saying this to your person. It's like, I miss you. Come over. I miss being able to wake up next to you in the morning and just having breakfast in bed, you know, if that's something that you guys did. But we also have that moving on message coming through here. So we'll see if this is somebody that is good for you or not so good for you. Is it a good idea for them to come over or not? Okay. So let's go ahead and grab some insight from the Real Deal Oracle. This is another deck by Angelic Revelation 144. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Cancer for this bonus reading for the first half of December. What else do you need to know here? So let's see what scenarios pop up from this deck. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Cancer. They are cunning. I just did a reading for Aries and they ended up getting that exact same message. So if you happen to be a cross watcher and if your person is an Aries, maybe you might want to cross watch that one. Look at this. Not only are they cunning, but you're coming through as their secret lover. Okay? So if this is the scenario that you've gotten yourself into, Cancer, then maybe that's why we've got that moving on message. If you're a secret lover, you know, you guys are waking up in each other's arms, you've had breakfast in bed, you miss them, you want them to come over, but you're not the only one that they're having those experiences with. If you're a secret lover, then there's somebody else. If they're being cunning, then they're being deceptive and just being slick and, you know, not trustworthy. But look at this. A perfect life partner with effort. Okay, so maybe there's somebody out there for some of you guys where the person that you are thinking of would be considered a really good partner for you if only they would put in the effort towards the relationship. So that as well could have been a challenge for some of you. They are unreliable. Okay, I kind of feel that goes together with these two messages right here. They are cunning and you're coming through as a secret lover here. So this is not somebody who's reliable because more than likely they're not trustworthy. You can't rely on this person if they're spending time with other people. If they can't come over or if they're making excuses as to why they're not available for you, that's because they're available for somebody else. And if you see this person, for example, as, you know, like a life partner potential, somebody that you could really build a life with, you need to make sure that they're on the same page as you. Okay? And then for some of you guys, we've got this message. They want commitment. Or this is you coming through, that you want commitment from someone. And maybe the person that you're thinking about, they're not available, they're unreliable. Even if you do want commitment, they're not able to commit to you because they're just spreading themselves too thin, spending time with other people. And then we have this person is a total stalker. Some of you guys might be dealing with a cyber stalker here, just checking you out, more than likely on social media, or if they know where you live, you know, they're just keeping an eye on you. If you guys had if you fell apart, the relationship, you know, you guys are not together, then they're stalking you somehow. Okay, so we've got a few scenarios coming through here. Let's see what else we need to find out when it comes to this reading here for you, Cancer, for this bonus reading here. So some of you guys are dealing with a stalker. Some of you are dealing with a person who's unreliable, cunning. You're a secret lover. Maybe you didn't know that you were a secret lover. Maybe you felt like this is really somebody that you see yourself getting married to someday. That's the person that you're missing. That's the one that you want them to come over and be able to spend time with you and have breakfast in bed, the whole thing. But maybe the angels are actually guiding you to move on away from that person because they are unable to commit. They are not reliable. There's somebody else who's meant to be your perfect partner, maybe. All right, angels and spirit guides for Cancer. What else do we need to know, please? They want to reach out to you. Okay, you could certainly hear from this person, or this is you sending them a message. Look at this. We've got accidental love followed by forbidden. You see? So there are particular situations here that are arising that may have been off limits to begin with. If they're keeping you as a secret, Cancer, then they knew that they crossed the line. There were certain boundaries there that were crossed. Maybe you guys were friends, then it turned into a friends with benefits situation. You know, you guys maybe have known each other a while and then it turned into something more than friends. Accidental love, maybe you guys didn't mean for it to go there. and it is forbidden. So, it was a situation that some of you guys shouldn't have gotten yourselves into. And then we've got cold shoulder coming through here. So for some of you, if you do realize that this is how they treated you, that they were cunning, that they basically treated you like a secret lover, that's what you represented in their life. And if you are giving them the cold shoulder, maybe that's why they're stalking you in however way they're stalking you. But I kind of feel more like a social media thing where they're just maybe checking out your page to see if you're with anybody else. Are you talking to anyone else? What are you doing? What's life like? Since you guys are not interacting more than likely. And I'm also kind of feeling here that you guys are not on the same page. You want commitment. Maybe they don't. There could have been third parties and infidelities here, which kind of makes sense why you're being directed to move on from it. We do have I love you, but look at these cards. I love you. And then we've got the celebration card, which is happy times that you guys have shared. It could also be one of those cards that has that Two of Cups vibe to it, the partnership, the unity that you guys had once shared. They could have also told you that they loved you, or you told them you love them. But they could also be a really good, sweet talker, like a real charmer, just telling you anything and everything that you wanted to hear. And the whole time you're their secret lover and they were not being honest with you. They knew they crossed the line. But I do feel for some of you guys, this, and that's why you're giving them the cold shoulder. And they definitely hurt you. They definitely hurt you. This was not a good experience for you. So you're being directed to move on from it. That kind of makes sense why that's presenting itself in that way. Because there's somebody that's out there that represents this perfect partner for you. I have a feeling that this person is not it. There's somebody out there that you're not going to have to get entangled in drama, So let's dig a little bit deeper here, Cancer. Let's grab some messages from my new deck. This is the Modern Day Seers Tarot and Oracle, and I call it Tarot with a Twist because this particular deck has about 117 cards. A traditional tarot deck contains 78, so I have included new oracle messages as well as creating new court cards that are unique specifically just to this deck. So it contains a lot of stuff here. So let's go ahead and grab some insight here for you, Cancer, and see what else we can find out about these scenarios coming through here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Cancer for this bonus reading, for whoever needs to hear these messages. All right, what do we have? We've got the Duke of Earth. So this is one of the new court cards. So the Duke of Earth is specifically divine masculine, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Okay, so this particular Duke, it is coming up in the upright. So this is someone, a masculine who is very sociable. They are typically a good listener. They could be very successful, an entrepreneur, very down-to-earth individual, very attractive, very handsome. They have a great sense of humor. They've established their career. They love being out in nature. If this particular masculine was a husband or a father, they're very loving, very attentive. Okay, and I feel here, Cancer, if you are feminine tuning in for a masculine, and if your masculine has fallen short in regard to these qualities, perhaps this represents the right person who's meant to come into your life, who could treat you well, treat you this way, and somebody that's loving and affectionate and attentive and trustworthy. And then we've got the Ace of Pentacles coming through here. So we've got more earth energy here because Pentacles is earth. So Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, once again. This represents a new beginning, abundance, manifestation. For those of you, for example, who have been looking for employment, it can represent a new job. It can represent new beginnings in your career as well. It's a very prosperous energy. You could be coming into some money. Things in your life are stabilizing. Security looks pretty good. The Ace of Pentacles in love and romance is basically a new beginning, Cancer, and that's what you're being offered here, you know. So don't allow this person who is basically unreliable, as it says, with that cunning energy. That's very difficult to trust somebody like that. They don't have your best interests at heart. I feel there's somebody else that you are meant to commit your life and your heart to. Look at this. We've got more earth, the crystal of earth. It's time to get your head out of the clouds and focus on what's happening around you. Be careful what you're investing your energies in. Exactly. Don't chase fool's gold. You're the real deal. What you're looking for is someone who recognizes your worth and the brightness that exudes within you. Don't settle for anything less than what you're worth. I could not have picked a better card for you, Cancer. This basically is giving you the advice that you need at this point in time. If you're dealing with somebody who's really not there for you in every aspect of the word, they're not there for you physically and they're not there for you emotionally. But look at this, the Nine of Cups. Okay, you are Cancer, you are a water sign. Cups is water energy. So you can actually create stability in your own life. You can fill these cups on your own, because this is wish fulfillment. You can still realize your dreams in your life, in your love life. If it's not happening with this person, there's somebody else out there who's meant for you. This is also a card of luxury. So again, with the Ace of Pentacles, it's abundance, it's manifestation, prosperity, money matters. That looks really good. Nine of Cups is another card of prosperity. So I kind of feel in that area things are looking up. But the Nine of Cups, you could have also been dealing with somebody who had a drinking problem. That as well could have been an issue. And then we've got the redwood tree coming through. Okay, so it is in the upright. Wellness, safety, longevity, wisdom, vitality, survivor, strong, and communication. And you know, it's interesting with this whole pandemic thing that is global. We're all still dealing with it. So this is a reminder for you, Cancer, to take care of yourself, be safe. It's also letting you know that you're strong. You're a strong individual, that you can survive adversity in your life, you know. You're also a really good communicator, so don't be afraid to say what it is that you need to say. If somebody's hurting you, don't be afraid to speak up. And don't be afraid to walk away and move on. We've got the Lover's card. This is Gemini specifically for some of you. The Lover's card is a deep love between two people. The sexual attraction is there. It's very romantic. It's somebody that perhaps you could see yourself getting married to this person someday. This is partnerships, union, it's duality. It's decisions and choices that you are being presented with at this point in your life. And, you know, you don't want to rush into these life-altering decisions. Make sure that the decisions that you do make, certainly when it comes to who it is that you're focused on for this reading, that it's good for you. It's a good decision for you. That it will actually help you move on in your life, either together with someone that's a good partner for you, a perfect partner, as it says here. They're going to have to put in the effort, just like it says, because if they don't meet you halfway, then you're doing all the work in the relationship, and that will eventually create imbalance to the point where you guys just ultimately break up, I feel. So if it doesn't work out with this person, I feel there's someone else that's way better suited for you, that can come in to love you the way you were hoping this person could love you. So maybe they don't even deserve to come over and spend time with you at this point. And maybe this is past energies for some of you. Some of you guys could have even lived together. And maybe you miss the times when you guys were together. But this was the very first message that came through. And truly, I feel for you, Cancer, that if you are dealing with somebody that in your heart you know it's time to let them go, then it's time for you to take control of the situation and move on. And so it's very fitting that you have the World card right here, because this is all about cycle completion. For me personally, as a reader, I kind of see it as a door that needs to close. It's like there's a cycle that comes to an end in order for you to open up a new door, a new cycle, new experiences, new love, happiness, possibilities, where you can feel accomplished and you can achieve your goals, your dreams, whatever area of your life you're focusing on, your love life and any other area that can make you feel whole once again instead of fragmented, you know? And maybe during the holiday season, you're thinking of traveling. That could be it too, because this is a card of travel, which unfortunately, again, due to the pandemic, traveling is just not a good idea. So, you know, with that redwood tree right there, you're being reminded to be safe, for your safety, for your longevity, your vitality. Okay, so take care of yourself too, physically as well as emotionally. So that's what's coming through from that deck there, Cancer. So let's go ahead and add to this with some additional insight from my Heart and Soul Love Oracle deck. All right, so let's see what else needs to come through here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Cancer for this bonus reading, for whoever needs it for the first half of December. Angels and spirit guides, please. And I'm also feeling, Cancer, once you do take control of the situation and get yourself out of toxic, drama-filled relationships, that you will have cause for celebration and find somebody who can truly love you for everything that you represent in their life and really find happiness. You deserve it. Look at this. Clarity. Okay, let me read this to you. Our relationship was not a healthy one. We knew it, but we chose to ignore it. At least I did. I allowed my love for you to cloud my judgment of what a good, loving, lasting relationship should be like. But slowly, ever so slowly, I'm finding clarity in my heart that there is a chance for me to find the love that I'm worthy of. Finally, I see the light. This is definitely meant for you, Cancer, especially if you have involved yourself with somebody and you're in a relationship where you know it's not a healthy one and it's time for you to move on. It's time. And look at the next card. Sever. There comes a point when you know in your heart of hearts it's over. There's nothing more to say, nothing more to do. That doesn't make it any easier to let go. No one can rush you to detach, but the day will come when it won't be so hard. So if you're not ready to move on, Cancer, that's okay. Honor that within yourself, but there will come a day when it won't be so hard to detach from somebody that you know was just toxic for you. They're not good for you. Wow. That's pretty deep. Okay, we also have gratitude coming through here. So for those of you who don't resonate with that part of the reading, there could be somebody that you're thinking about for this reading where you do want them to commit. You see them as a perfect life partner. You love them. They love you. And maybe the holiday season will bring in a lot of celebrations for the two of you. Okay. They'll reach out. things moving to the next level possibly. And then we've got gratitude, okay? A message to thank the universe that it did good bringing us together in this lifetime. So for some of you guys, there is somebody that you're focused on for this reading where you're very grateful that they came into your life. We have inner strength. Look at this. I feel this for some of you. I gave my all, everything I had inside me, but it wasn't enough. Was it ever enough? Am I good enough? Why am I standing here heartbroken? I don't deserve this. I'll be all right. I'm strong. This pain is trying to shatter me. I won't let it. I will overcome. You see, some of you guys, you'll get through this. It hasn't been an easy journey, but you will absolutely 100% get through this. And that's where this redwood tree message comes in, letting you know that you are resilient, that you're a survivor, that you can get through this. Okay? And some of you guys might be able to resonate with this one, unwavering belief. I never gave up. I want you to know that even on the most difficult of days of missing you, I never gave up on us. I always knew that there would be a day when we'd find our way back to each other. Okay, because that did come through here. You know, I miss you, come over. So those of you in separation from somebody that you still have such deep love for, and you know that they're good for you, and that you've always believed that they will be back. I mean, we do have messages presenting itself here. So if you've been estranged, if you haven't been together, there's a good possibility that you might hear from them again. Especially if they're stalking you, not in a weird way, but they're just keeping tabs on you, waiting to message you, just, you know, being able to do that at the right time. And then we have again, I have never desired anyone as much as I want you. I can't stop myself from thinking about your kiss, the way you touch me, make love to me. I can feel you with me even when you're not near. I know you want me just as much. Let's make this a reality again. And for some of you, it absolutely can be a reality again. Okay, so take whatever part of those messages makes sense for you. But we definitely have a situation here for some of you guys where you know that you were involved with somebody that you needed to sever ties with because they were either messing around, they were not trustworthy, they were lying to you, they were keeping you as a secret lover, they were unreliable. And, you know, I feel some of you guys already know that, which is why we've got this cold shoulder energy here, and that ultimately they hurt you. But also because of that pain, that caused you to look deep into yourself and tap into your inner strength and realize that maybe you didn't even know how strong you were until you had to endure something like this. Okay, so let's wrap things up here, Cancer, with some lyrics. Okay, so this is a deck called Lyricism, which is very similar to my Heart Songs deck with songs in it. So this is by Bridget of Divine Essentials. So let's wrap things up here, Cancer, and see what presents itself here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Cancer for this bonus reading. And you'll know, based off of this reading, what side of the fence you're on when it comes to these storylines. Because obviously you'll know if somebody's not being trustworthy and if they are unreliable, if they're being shady with you, if lines were crossed, if there were third parties and infidelities, you'll know. And if that doesn't pertain to you and you're focused on somebody that you have so much love for, you know that they love you, you see them as a perfect partner, you would like to be able to build a life with this person, you miss them, you miss their presence, and there's a really good chance that through this unwavering belief, you guys can reconnect. Okay, so let's see. Angels and spirit guides for Cancer for this bonus reading. When your days and your nights are a little bit colder, I know that you'll be right back, baby. Okay, so it's one of those experiences where somebody really misses you or you really miss them, you know, during those very cold nights and just reminiscing about the times that you guys have shared together. that's when they're really going to think about possibly reaching out and wanting to return. Every night in my dreams, I see you. I feel you. You guys could be dreaming of each other. There could be fifth dimension interaction going on as well. What else for Cancer? Let's see. And I will always love you. Okay, that's the second time. So you guys love each other. We're not disputing that part, but you know, you just got to make sure that the person you're investing your time and energy in is investing that time and energy only with you and not with somebody else, that you don't actually represent a third party, and that you're not investing your time with someone who's unable to commit to you. Darling, darling, stand by me. Okay? So there's definitely, this might even be a nickname for some of you guys. You call each other darling. And, you know, if you believe in your connection, again, going back to this unwavering belief card, then you stand by your connection. You stand by this person, and they're going to stand by you, and they're wanting to reconnect. You're still the one I run to, the one that I belong to. You're still the one I want for life. Okay? And that's where we've got this commitment. So for those of you that resonate with this, there is a particular connection where they are meant to be your life partner. There's nowhere unless you're there all the time, all the way. You could be saying this to each other. It's like, I don't want to be any place where you're not with your person. You know, you constantly want to be with each other. That's why you guys more than likely are missing each other, and you just want to be able to commit to the partnership. That could be for some of you guys, which is certainly possible. Let's grab one more. One more. Say something. I'm giving up on you. I'll be the one if you want me to. So this could be you, Cancer, saying this to your person. It's like, you know, you better say something to try to salvage this partnership. Otherwise, I'm the one that's going to end up leaving, you know? If they don't actually put in the effort to try to rectify the issues in the partnership, then you're out. That's kind of what I'm getting from that. Okay, so couple of scenarios presenting itself here. Cancer, take whichever one of these makes sense for you, as always. But that's what's coming through here, guys. Okay, if you know you're in a toxic connection with someone, or that you're in separation from someone like that, you might be better off moving on, because there's somebody way better suited for you. If you don't resonate with that, and if you, as I mentioned, are focused on somebody that you are not with, and you have such love for this person, there's a good chance, it seems, that you guys can rectify the issues and come back together. Okay, so that's where I'm going to leave this one, Cancer. For those who are interested in your own personal private reading, that information is down below in the description box. That is it for now, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this bonus reading, whatever part of it resonated with you, and I'll see you next time. Take care.